I love community banks because they are invested in the growth and vitality of the local communities, and so they make investments in the community so that the growth and prosperity happens.
I just see HomeTown Bank's engagement in the community allowing things to happen that otherwise just could not happen, or they would not happen for a long time.
HomeTown Bank is a sustaining partner with the Chamber, so essentially without HomeTown Bank, we wouldn't have a Chamber of Commerce.
HomeTown Bank doesn't just donate to causes in the community, they're invested in the community and they want to grow the community.
They're not just on the sidelines, they're contributing. And we feel like in Blount County School System, they are one of our most treasured partners.
So with the partnership between HomeTown Bank and the city and county to renovate that facility to provide the first classroom facility for us, as well as a welding shop, was just instrumental to the success that we've had here. We're serving more than 300 kids here now.
Without our customer and without them supporting us the way they have for over 20 years, it wouldn't be possible.
They just ease the burden for so many organizations and entities in this county.
That we would not be able to grow and expand and build new buildings and do the things we do without the support of HomeTown Bank.
When the private sector and the public sector can partner together to make those things happen, it's just such a win for everyone.
So when you leverage their resources with our resources, you get something really, really big. And it's really something that can help people for a multitude of generations.
When you undertake a project like this, one of your biggest stressors is trying to come up with the money for the actual buildings that you have to have in order for these projects to take place. And so just having someone step up and say that they're willing to help us out with one whole building was a great stress relief.
County entities and the city entities don't have money, so the money's got to come from organizations like yours and like my hospital, St. Vincent's. The more stuff that comes, the better the tax base.
We're a small community, and while we do well with our finances, and we're certainly not in a bad position, we have a lot of ideas and we want to do a lot of things. And all of those things take a lot of money.
We can step in and fill some of those spots now, or make a lasting contribution to the lives of people in Blount County.
The HomeTown Bank facility here, the stable, barn, area is really an extension of that classroom. Children that are raised on the farm have some experiences, they have experiences to draw from, they get that common sense education that a farm child gets. But the children that are raised in the subdivisions or in a project, or they just don't have access to that, this is going to give them an opportunity for hand-on experience as we encourage them to a career in agriculture. So that's one of the things that really excited a lot of our supporters.
We were needing a facility to take care of the livestock and the animals, and HomeTown Bank stepped in and was able to provide that from the ground up.
We need that next generation to step up, because it's not only is our legacy and heritage, but going forward we need to continue to have younger generation do that, and this really encourages that.
HomeTown Bank offered to build the cattle facility so we could house animals, and that will help with extended agriculture, all the teaching of different ways to raise animals and row crops, and they can actually maintain the livestock there.
We have a really good area for the storage of our tractors and other equipment, things that need to be locked up for the students, supplies, things of that nature. And it's really just, there again, we can capture a lot of things, use a lot of it for things other than just livestock. And so while this hallway is as large as it is.
We're going to complete that project with no debt and without any big expenditure of local county funds. So, I mean, it's just fantastic what has been done working together.
They're really the only financial institution that is putting their foot out there. They're making themselves available for some of these projects. They have their thumb on the pulse of the community.
This is a project that the city and Hometown Bank saw eye to eye on. I don't think that there was ever a discrepancy in the vision for the project, and so it just made sense to let the bank take it over and expedite the process and make it a lot easier and get it done a lot quicker.
Such a good location because it's so close to so many areas of interest already. You've got it juxtaposition to the library, to Wallace, to the senior center, and to downtown.
Just a nice place to relax and get away from whatever it is you got going on during the day.
We can drive a little bit more business downtown as well as a little bit more foot traffic.
The immediate impact for those downtown stores and restaurants is going to be huge.
The first floor is going to be the bank, and it'll be primarily digital walk up, walk out. That way it's a 24-hour building.
The big picture idea of that is to create a professional building that has the micro branch inside of it on the main level with also shared office space.
We have people in town every day that need executive type accommodations, and they're driving back and forth right now. 45,000 square feet of court space. The whole building's going to come to about 75,000 square feet. So we're going to have a sizable building, and we're excited about it. We really are.
Alabama Tourism gave us the funds to do a study, and they said it needed to be repurposed into something other than an agribusiness center because there wasn't enough space.
The one project that I'm most excited about is the sports complex, HomeTown Sports. If you've been in this area, ever been to any kind of rodeo in this county, you have stepped foot in that building, and it will look nothing like it.
Build a building in the middle and slide out to the left from middle to the right and middle to the left, so that you basically have a double lean-to on top of a taller structure, so that we can raise this roof line up another 25 feet.
To open up another 4 basketball courts and 8 volleyball courts, that's just expanding and allowing more kids to come in, bringing the travel location here to home.
We're just going to take this thing and move forward, and I know there were some heartstrings pulled and a lot of memories here made here, and there's going to be more memories made here.
And when we went out and done the economic impact studies of what this would bring to the community, it was tremendous.
There'll be food trucks lined up outside in between multi-purpose field and this facility here. And so you'll have your choice of everything from a taco to a lobster roll.
It's a force factor that can open up the potential to do many other different kind of projects. And if everybody just chips in, I mean, there's no limit in my eyes.
The county could not have undertook such a project. It's this partnership that means so much and is allowing us to go so far. So big thank you for that.
You know, it's all about building the Blount County that we are so excited for the future, and Hometown Bank is there every step of the way.
I'm incredibly hopeful for the future and excited about all the fun things that we'll have to do, and I think people are going to be really proud of our community.
They're the spark that lights a lot of fires, and it's starting to get us moving in the right direction.
I view community banks as sort of the glue that holds a community together.
It's a lovely marriage between the two, and it's always exciting working with Hometown Bank.
Hey, this is a bank that's really doing something greater than you've ever seen before.
A lot of times it's hard to kind of get excited about something you can't see, but we're certainly in the process of moving that forward, and we're going to start to see some real progress and start to see some real tangible things out there that I think this entire community is going to be excited about.